If you're struggling to get inspired and feel that your melodies are getting a bit stale, then maybe it's time for some new sounds. Today I'm going to show you some of the best plugins that I personally use for making samples, everything from instrument sounds to synths, effects and more, so that you can refresh your sound library with some new releases, must-have essentials and everything in between. Starting with Omnisphere 3. The way this plugin really shines is actually the synth sounds. You can actually search by the different synths that they have sampled. Just amazing sounding, and the controls this thing has as well are really good. We can actually detune the voices before. Oh, that's crazy. A bit of vibrato as well, bit of ambience here. Can even play with the tone. Oh my days, bro! The effects that are built into this thing as well are actually really good. You got this tape one here, which I really like. Oh, that's smooth. My favorite part of Omnisphere is actually the sonic extensions, which don't come with Omnisphere. You have to buy them separately. They are totally 100% worth the money. Specifically these two here, Nylon Sky and Unclean Machine. Let's talk a little bit about Nylon Sky. This is by far the most authentic sounding acoustic guitar plugin in my opinion. It just sounds so good, and you've obviously got the normal ones here that you just play. Unbelievably realistic. These sonic extensions are so cool. Next up, I gotta talk about another new plugin, and that is Luma. I struggle to describe it because it just does so much in one, but the main feature is this XY pad here, which allows you to control the different sound and texture properties. And I think all the controls built into this thing make it a really powerful plugin. Big up to Lona, Johnny Wood, Louis Flynn, Nam, all those guys who put this thing together. It's a crazy plugin for sure. Let's check it out. Oh, it sounds so good. Sounds like a pedal. The way it works is it's broken up into two sections. You've got your sound and you've got your texture. So you can go through all these different categories of sounds here. We've got analog, digital, acoustic, and then the texture sounds in here. We've got Foley, industrial, natural noises. You just pair them together and you can control the play direction, if they loop or not, the glides, the voicings, filtering, the effects, the XY thing. There's so much packed into this plugin. Keep a look out for that, the Luma plugin. Let's move on. So this is a plugin that I've been using consistently for the last year, maybe longer, and it's Pigments. This is one of the best creative plugins out there. You can load up all these different one-shots and then use all the different controls to program them in a creative way. We've actually released 2 collections of presets for this thing. So we've got 3 sounds here that have been run through slightly different pedal chains. So when we hit a key, it's going to pick a different sound each time at random. So when we combine it together for, say, chords, sounds so good. We also have velocity sensitive. Woo! And the great thing about this is if you don't want to buy Pigments on its own, then you can actually use these presets inside of Analog Lab as well. You can open them just the same way, you just can't edit them. So if you already have Analog Lab and you're looking for some new presets, check out Multi-Pedals. The link will be down below in the description. If you want to get a discount right now, use code PBJ15. Anyway, next up, I think that this plugin is one of the most essential plugins for making samples because it delivers on one of the most difficult elements that sounds realistic, and that's vocals. This plugin here is called Opus. It's by East West, and I only have a few banks installed, but if you go into the East West Installation Center, which is obviously available if you guys get the subscription, I mean, look at all these banks. We've got vintage brass, fantasy stuff. This probably amounts to like well over a few terabytes worth of instruments. It's amazingly good value. I really like the Hollywood backup singers and the Voices of Soul. Those are my go-tos. So if you choose one of these, you get all these phrases. The best part for me is the vowels. If you layer this into a sample, it will instantly give it that soulful feel. That's the Hollywood backup singers bank, but then you've got Voices of Soul. Yeah. I don't think you can really get a better vocal plugin than this, to be honest. I used to just use Splice for this type of thing, and it was always a pain in the arse trying to find something every time. East-west, all that stuff there, crazy. As you probably already know, what makes Kontakt is the banks, and I have a few to show you today. This Swing More library is amazing. I use this for brass mainly. Next up, we got Evolution Jazz Archtop. This is my go-to lead guitar. We got Sessions Horns. Ooh! We can't forget about Scarby Rickenbacker bass, man. It's my favorite. So yeah, if you need a good bass guitar, this is definitely what you want. Oh, this is a new one I got recently. This is the Teletone Soulfi library. This is so good for those drum breaks. It has loops, but it also has the one-shots as well. And you can control all the sounds in here via these different effects. And there's all these different libraries as well with different BPMs. So if you're the type of producer who loves to add these drum breaks to a sample to give it that texture, this is really, really good for that. I highly, highly recommend this bank. So yeah, Session Strings, again, is just another go-to library inside of Kontakt for me. Felt Sealer. This is probably the best acoustic piano that I've heard, period. Not just in Kontakt, but just ever. Let's get into now the effect plugins. So we're going to start with my newest arrival, and it is UAD Spark. I mean, look how many plugins that they have given me for $20 a month. There's so many I could talk about. I'm going to talk about a few of my favorites. We've got the Fairchild compressor. This is really good for drums, to be honest. We just open it on here. It just breathes life into the drums. It really fattens them up, brings them to the front. After that, we've got Galaxy Tape Echo. This is one of my favorite Space Echo emulations. This Neve preamp's really good. I use this on bass guitar. Oh, this is good, this is good. This Pure Plate reverb is one of the nicest reverbs. Just sounds so good. A few more to go now. This Struder tape recorder is also really nice. Nice bit of warble and distortion on that. Next up, we've got this Studio D chorus. This is the nicest chorus plugin, man. Oh, listen to that, guys. Switch it to stereo and mono as well. And then finally, we've got the rotary speaker. UAD Spark is one of my favorite and most highly recommended plugin subscriptions. I normally hate plugin subscriptions, but when they're as good value as this, I just can't knock it. Next up, we got Ambient or Ambiente or whatever. This is kind of like a room simulator. That sounds so good. So yeah, that's Ambiente. They have a bunch of different rooms in here you can choose from. This one's called Grid. It's a great plugin. It's basically half-time automation. So all the way up is fully half-timed, and all the way down is completely off. So this is a really cool one to play around with. Yeah, Grid is super cheap as well. I definitely recommend you guys check it out. Shout out to Hayes for this one. It's a great one. And finally, last but not least, we have got another titan of an effect plugin here. And it is one that I'm sure a lot of you guys either have or have heard of. It's Guitar Rig 7. This is a great plugin, not just for guitar, but for really anything. It just has those massive effect chains, which just really flip something into a totally new idea. And it's very easy to find a preset because you can filter it by different instrument types, input sources, or characters, or whatever you want really. And there's so many presets in here. You can drag and drop in different components into here to make your own presets. It's just a really, really good effect plugin. One of the best for sure. So those are some of my favorite plugins. We're approaching Black Friday. Make a note of these and keep an eye on the websites because I guarantee you most, if not all of these, will be on sale for a lot cheaper. So grab those and your samples will instantly level up. Trust me. No more talking. I want to make some music. So let's put some of these plugins to the test and see what we can cook up. So I'm going to start with multi-pedals. It's just the best way to start something for me. It gets me inspired immediately. I'm going to try and lay down some chords with this. The sound is constantly changing, so it's going to be hard to get a consistent sound every time, but that's part of the fun. Nearly there. Last chord, I think. Alright, let's change the key of this, maybe. Oh, yeah, C sharp. So as I said, we want to render this out so we get a consistent sound. So what I'll do is, I'll copy it over a few times so we have a few options. Let's start with the first chord. Like that one. See what I'm saying? That one's also nice. I think I got it. On that low end. Yeah. Third chord. Alright, we're right with that. It's my go-to tempo these days, man. You just get a better result when you lower the BPM, so that's why we do it. Okay, there's a record. I'm gonna get a drum loop over that now. It always helps me kind of like determine the bounce for the melodies. Let's try and record something in. Next step is definitely the bass guitar. I can't help but feel like this should flow into another chord progression though, so... do the same thing we did before. Copy this out a few times. This is the second half we've just added with the same multi-keys preset. Just because I feel like the chord progression needs to go somewhere a little bit more. It just feels a little bit too much like a loop. By doing this, we have another section to kind of build from. Oh! So now we go back to 67 BPM. Sounds nice. G sharp, the second one. Let's try a sound shifter on this real quick. Just make sure I'm not doing anything silly. Ooh! I might pitch this whole thing up too, you know, it sounds really nice like that. This sounds so nice. It just doesn't loop round nice enough. It'll have to be that, fuck it. Let's add another thing from multi-pedals. Yeah, we need some more of that weirdness in here. Ooh. Oh, that's hard! Woohoo! Wow, that actually went really well. I think an Opus on this vocal would be so crazy. Ooh. Ooh. I can't have any of this in the video as well because I'm geeking too hard, but fucking hell, this sounds insane. We need some more than vocals in there, but the phrases this time. Voices are soul, phrases. Oh, this flipping sample is too good. All right, I need a lead guitar on this. I need a something crazy like that. Let's go jazz arch top. Before we even try and play it, we're going to need to put a guitar rig on it. Give it that character that it needs. Otherwise, it's going to be just lost in the mix. We won't even hear it. Do a little pitch automation here. Let's consolidate this thing so I can turn off them effects and get the crackling out of it. I think some brass would be great on this. Just anxious about CPU though. Mixing. That's all my elements added. We've got 10 different things. That's more than enough to make ourselves a really nice sample. First things first, we need to export everything out as it is. That should be everything. Yeah, I think we'll mix this down first, then we'll structure it. First of all, we're going to EQ this. Make sure there's no low end in it. That's my only concern with that. And taper off a bit of that high end. So do a warm D chorus. Nice. Ooh. We've just mixed this down, put all the effects on it. Now we're going to arrange it and then we're done. Alright man, so let's break down this sample because there's a lot going on there at the end and I feel like some stuff might have got lost in translation a little bit. I just want to make sure you guys get the full process of what we just did. So we started with these chords. It's nearly a 30-second progression, 2 separate chord progressions put together to give you that really extended sample feel. The MIDI for that is this. We made it in D sharp minor. The preset we used was Fruit Salad inside the experimental bank of multi-pedals. Then we added on the drums, which came from Soulfire inside of Kontakt. It kind of gives it that sample chop feel. It's not perfectly on grid, and we processed it with a Fairchild compressor, which just gives it that knock. Then we got the bass guitar, the usual Scarby Rickenbacker bass. We got this really cool little note down here, which just gives it that realism. Here as well. And the quick little plucky notes. We processed it with this Ruby 63 top boost amp from UAD. Gives it that mud, that vintage kind of flavor. And then we added in this counter melody here from Pigments, which is using the preset Crystal Gardens inside of multi-pedals again. We played this all in as well live, so again, it's not quantized, which gives it that nice swing. Really cool. It almost sounds like a guitar in context, but it is just this textural key sound. We processed it with a Studio D chorus and a Struder tape machine. Then we added the choir, which is found inside of Opus, of course. Hollywood backup singers, vowels, ooh. We just copied the chords, placed them in a interesting position here, like halfway into the bar, and then smoothly transitioned into the next part, and then a gap. You know, some call and response going on here. It sounds really clean. For the effects, all I did was put this Hitsville reverb chambers, which really makes it sound like it was actually sung for real. Then we got the lead vocal, which was also from Opus. This is Voices of Soul. Just, All I did was put a plate reverb on that. That's all it needed, was just a bit of ambience. After that, we did some brass using sessions, horns, the soulful preset, and we played this kind of interesting little counter melody here. It gives it that ensemble feel because we're carrying the low note and then just stepping up the scale. And we put a few effects on it. We put a Neve preamp, this Ambiente room simulator, and a pure plate reverb. We did do this cool little piano swell thing here, which was me just literally just skating down the keys on D sharp minor because it's just the black keys. Basically, the final element was this electric guitar lead. For the effects, we had a Studio D chorus, this Let Me Love You solo amp, lead amp, and then a pure plate reverb. Again, all from UAD. I mean, without any effects, listen to how crazy it sounds. Look. And another cool thing we did was we pitch bent it. Just kind of goes up. Gives it that realism, which we always love to see in these samples. And that is basically everything. We just arranged it, and that was it. Yeah, so that's all the plugins I like to use to make samples, and here's an amazing example of what happens when you put all that together. That could not have gone better, to be honest. Wow. So if you want to get your hands on multi-pedals, which is what we started with this sample, it inspired the entire thing, then hit the link down below in the description. It's currently on sale. And if you're interested in any of these plugins, I will link them below as well. The ones that we talked about in the beginning, I'll leave them all down below as well, so you can check those out too. Yeah, it's been Jack. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.